Another example of how powerful this LegalShield membership is. Last month, I got a speeding ticket very early in the morning by a state trooper. State trooper, upon pulling me over, asked me, "Do I know how fast I was going?" Like, no, I don't know how fast I was going. He says, "Well, I clocked you doing 91 in a 55." I know, wow, you were going kind of fast. I didn't even know I was going that fast. So what ended up happening after talking to the state trooper is that he actually gave me a break and reduced the ticket from down to 10 miles over the speed limit. So in essence, 65 and a 55. So now that brought the ticket from being roughly what it would have been about 400 and something dollars down to $95. Thank you, state trooper. Divine intervention. So because I have this Legal Shield membership, I decided to call. Okay, let me give Legal Shield a call. Time to use Legal Shield. After speaking to the Legal Shield attorney, I was instructed to fax over the ticket. Because the incident happened on a Friday, the attorney said he would have to give me a call back on Monday once they got the ticket into the system. They had a chance to look at it. So the attorney ends up giving me a call back, takes a look at the ticket, says, "Hey, he got you doing 91 and a 55." I said, "Okay." He said, "Well, how's your driving record?" I said, "It's pretty good. I've had some tickets in the past, but I think it's fine." I was like, I couldn't remember when my last ticket was. So now, come to find out, which he advised me of, and I knew it's available in my state. It's called the Good Driving Statute, which basically states that if you've been in moving violation incident free for 3 years prior to the date of your last moving violation, then you're able to use that to get out of the ticket, to have the ticket dismissed. So he's like, "All right, I'm going to take a look at your driving record." Comes back, gives me a call, takes a look at my driving record. Turns out is that I'm actually 3 weeks short of being able to use the good driving record, the good driver statute in the state of Rhode Island. So I'm like, oh great. So I'm not have to pay this ticket. But I'm not really as worried about the $95 as I am about the long term impact that it's going to have on my car insurance. So I'm like, oh okay, great. So now what do we do? So the attorney tells me, it's like, "Hey, listen, because you're that close, we can, we can take it to court, give it a shot, and see if maybe, if you get a good judge, maybe the judge will, maybe he'll, because you're so close, maybe he'll apply it." So I decide, okay, let me take the attorney's advice, go to court. Go to court. We talk outside in the hallway for about, a quick 2 minutes. He lets me know this is what's going on. All right. It's a $95 ticket, but if you get a tough judge and the judge decides to take it to trial, you could potentially look at the $400 fine originally, plus, a license suspension. I'm like, oh, great. So go in the courtroom, sit down. Attorney sits down. Next thing you know, court begins. My attorney, before court begins, he actually goes over and talks to the representative from state troopers to kind of go over my driver's record and some different things. I guess, maybe he's trying to work out something. I was like, well, he's trying to work out something on my behalf, I guess. So from that point on, after court begins, I'm the second person called because the first guy had an attorney and I had an attorney too. And as you know, people with attorneys generally go first. So my attorney comes to the Legal Shield attorney comes to the bench, to the podium. Excuse me. He talks he talks for about a quick second after my name is called, introduces himself, and then from there, he asked if he can approach the bench with the representative from state troopers, which he does. They go back and forth, all three of them, the judge, the state trooper representative, and the Legal Shield attorney. They confer. The judge says, "Oh, I have no problem with that," so on and so forth. So I'm thinking, okay, they're not going to take it to trial. I'm going to get hit with the $95 ticket and just go about my business. The attorney comes back, sits down. They talk, proceed, and then next thing you know, I hear the judge says, "Well, the case is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The ticket's being dismissed underneath the good driver statute." I repeat, the good driver statute. The thing that I was short for by 3 weeks, somehow, some way, the Legal Shield attorney worked it out. They conferred, and I was able to apply it. I guess it's true what they say. A good attorney knows the law. A great attorney knows the judge. So I don't know what the situation is, but they got it worked out. Now, I understand Legal Shield does not fix tickets, but it gives me a good fighting chance, and I'm glad I had this good fighting chance. So next thing you know, all I got to do, the ticket gets dismissed, and all I got to do is pay court costs. Now, the court costs are actually about 50% less than what the ticket itself would have been. More than 50% of what the ticket would have been. So I have no problem paying those court costs. Fine. Ticket doesn't show my license. My insurance costs stay down. And according to the state of Rhode Island, I've had a good driving record since 2011. So thank you very much, Legal Shield. And I hope it helps you all in your endeavors. And just to show you once again the power of this membership. I love LegalShield. Worry less, live more, indeed.